Hello! This is the One Episode Rule, a podcast about first impressions. I'm Magpie, dreading the idea of an anime western that I just came up with. Can't conscience it. Can't comprehend it.
Unconscionable.
You know what? Actually, Soul Eater. That's the anime that it takes place in Arizona, so Soul Eater is a western.
Taking place in Arizona doesn't make it
I've
a
called
western.
it. It's a western.
Like, those...
Nope, I'm right.
No,
It's a western.
Jojo, most westerns take place in Italy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you guys?
I'm Blackle. I'm doing good. Just chilling, vibing out, just hanging.
Yeah.
Cool.
I am Joey, and today was Tire Tuesday. I have new tires. Yeah, baby.
The car has new feet. Or new shoes, however you want to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, new feet.
New feet.
All right. Do you guys want to talk about the news before we mention any more about feet?
Yes.
No. Let's talk about feet some more.
Let's have the anime feet news of the day.
All right. I'm here to bring you this news like a vulture perched on your fence that Netflix's live-action One Piece series is officially in production.
Oh my.
Oh boy. Rubs my nubby little hands together. I'm so scared.
And I'm getting ready to start circling.
You know what? To me, if it's horrible, I win. If it's good, I also win. There's only winning for me.
The only loss is mediocrity.
Yes, that's true. That's so fucking true.
If it's bad but not funny.
If it's like bad but like in a boring way, I'm just gonna be like, all right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The only thing I can say is that I do agree with that guy they cast as Luffy because he looks like he could stretch out his arms.
I think for the most part, I didn't mind the casting. I feel like I've talked about this before, though, so...
What is this guy's name? Iñaki Godoy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let's move on to some more of our favorite shit, which is inexplicable anime physical product promotions.
Oh, good.
This one is actually kind of sick, though, because it's Converse Japan has jumped back into the game with a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean themed set of Chuck Taylors.
Oh my.
Do you want
that
to
sounds
see them?
Cool. Yeah.
I need a
show.
Picture. Show feet.
Show feet.
Show shoes.
Hey, we did circle around back to foot news.
Foot news.
Check out these JoJo shoes.
They're really cool.
Oh my god.
They're cool. They are pretty cool, actually.
They have them on the insoles. You could spend all day walking on Jolene.
Oh no! Oh, that.
I haven't watched that much of that show, but I didn't peg Jolene as the kind who would want people to step on her.
Fuck. There's gonna be people that are into. We gotta move on, please. Please stop. Save me.
Yeah.
All right, and
Turn it off.
Finally, TMS Entertainment has announced that the first 3 episodes of Tomorrow's Joe 2 are now just going to be on YouTube with English subs. That will be the second part of the Ashido no Joe anime, which is about boxing, and eventually created Megalobox.
Sweet.
So that's cool. You can watch this ancient boxing anime for free if you want.
You love to see it.
You love to see free stuff
to
watch on the internet.
Well, especially like older stuff that like has some historical value to it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I heard Memories is on YouTube now.
I heard that too, but also I heard that it was immediately removed.
Oh.
So
that's a shame.
They are nothing but memories now.
Anyway, I guess I guess I'll just I'll ask you guys if you got anything you want to watch. Too bad, because I want to watch Ranking of Kings.
Whoa. I don't know what that is.
And today it's about me.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday in February. A good 10 months before my birthday. I have to space them. I just have little ones, and I space them out so I don't feel lonely in between.
All right, let's go
Oh,
rank these kings or
I'm
whatever.
getting sucked into this character. We have to go.
He's so tiny.
He's just a little man.
Small.
Small,
He's small, and
He's-
his dad is so big.
little.
He's small. His dad is fucking huge. His dad's the size of 10 men.
I
And
think
he's
his
a tiny
mom was
little
big
boy.
too.
His
His
mom
mom
appeared
was
to be
huge.
large as well, but I wondered if that one was almost like metaphorical.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he's like the size of a mouse in that scene.
He's so tiny.
Very little.
All right. Who wants this blurb?
I will do it.
All right.
The people of the kingdom look down on young Prince Boji, who can neither hear nor speak. They call him the useless prince, while jeering at his supposed foolishness. However, while Boji may not be physically strong, he is certainly not weak of heart. When a chance encounter with a shadow creature should have left him traumatized, it instead makes him believe that he has found a friend amidst those who only choose to notice his shortcomings. He starts meeting with Kage, the shadow, regularly to the point where even the otherwise abrasive creature begins to warm up to him. Kage and Prince Boji's unlikely friendship lays the budding foundations of the prince's journey, one where he intends to conquer his fears and insecurities. Despite the constant ridicule he faces, Boji resolves to fulfill his desire of becoming the best king he can be.
Aw.
He can do it. I believe in him.
This was the most adorable thing that I've seen in like a long time.
I'll
It
do-
was so cute.
I'll do a quick rundown here,
Hmm.
which is Prince Boji is deaf and dumb. He cannot hear or speak. But he's a cheerful sort, and he spends his days getting out of the castle with his incredible agility. Um, and exploring the lands of his father, who I believe is named King Bose or Bosse. And on one of these trips, he runs into this shadow creature Kage, who is like a puddle. He's
Yeah.
like a puddle on the
He's
ground.
like an
looks-
unknown.
He looks like a little Pokemon. He does look
Yeah.
like an unknown.
Mhm. He's a little Pokemon. He's a little puddle on the ground with an eye,
2 eyes.
with 2 eyes sometimes, pulling along a sack full of junk. And Kage, the shadow creature, notices him and says to himself, "Oh, he's seen me," and chases down Boshi, who decided to run a little ways away. And he says, "I haven't seen you around here. Who the hell are you? And why are you wearing that crown?" And Boshi says, because he cannot speak.
Yes.
But they do have a conversation in which Kage chooses to rob him. But Boji finds out that the shadow creature can actually understand him.
Mhm.
So he happily gives him his clothes and walks home in his
Just in his little
boxers,
boxers.
while all the townspeople laugh at him, and promises to bring back more clothes the next day because Kage is literally the only person he can speak to.
Well, no, some other people can like understand him when he signs, but it seems like people sometimes don't bother.
It seems like the majority of people do not bother,
Yeah.
which I suspect will be the root of the conflict in the show.
Yes.
So yeah, the next day he busts out again, and he wears like extra clothes that make him into a sphere.
He's like
He's just
a
a ball now.
puffball. It's very good.
Yeah.
He brings him some more clothes happily, and the next day he brings him even more. And by this point, Kage has gone, oh.
He's like, I kind of starting to like this guy. Maybe.
Oh, this kid.
Small
And
child.
he follows him on his walk home, where they make fun of him again. Even the one old man is just like, hey, that kid's deaf. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Don't be
The
so
only reasonable person in the kingdom. And Kage realizes that, oh, this is my fault. So he decides to follow the prince home, all the way into the castle. Now here's where they end up splitting up, because Kage still doesn't want to be seen. But and on the way in, they encounter the king's second wife, who is the mother of Boji's stepbrother, Daida, who is clearly a more like obvious pick for king, being not a tiny orb, and clearly being an advanced combatant for his age at
He's got
at
pearl
the
nose.
sticks.
Yes. He's a tough boy.
He's a tough boy. And his mother's a huge bitch.
His mom is so mean.
Who is just a bitch to this little round boy who's coming home without his clothes.
She's like, you have shamed our family.
After which, Kage follows the poor little round boy to his room, where he does cry, because he's actually very sad that people say mean and hurtful things to him. He just doesn't want to show it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a good boy, and everyone is so mean.
Everyone is so mean to him.
They shouldn't be so mean.
Anyway,
He's simply orb.
Boji has to go see his father, who is a giant with tuberculosis. He's like actually enormous, and
He's very large.
And they show how he became king is that he showed up by himself repelled an army of monsters, because he is 12 foot tall. Because he is a One Piece character.
He is a One Piece character.
He loves Boshi, but expresses doubt that he will be suited to be king, and urges him to train harder at his swordsmanship.
Yes.
I get the impression that King Bose is not known for his public policy so much as his ability to go out and squash any invading army personally.
Yeah. And it is funny because they did say his ranking was number 7. We don't know out of how many, but
but it's not more than 10. So he's in the top 10. So good for him.
Not quite the top 5, but
meanwhile, Kage gets caught by a number of side characters have been introduced, and it's difficult in this episode to keep them straight. But he's the kingdom's spy master and warrior, and he trains Daida. Anyway, Kage gets caught by him, by who I will refer to as Snake Man, and his snakes, and a moment they choose to dump the fact that Kage's like species or clan used to work for a different king, and then they try to assassinate him, and then they all got killed.
he's like the last one left.
So he's the last one. He's like the last one left, and they have a little fight, and Kage disappears.
Yes. Not before throwing a knife through that guy's hand, which
He
was
threw it.
surprisingly brutal in this show.
He was pretty.
Yeah.
He was pretty aggressive. He did not
Mhm.
like his family being brought up. But
No.
meanwhile, Boji is going to go back to training, and his teacher is not confident in his abilities, and is actually at the point of tantrum.
Yeah, he's
But
just
he's
starts-
trying to be nice about it.
Domus is like one of the only people that actually signs, so he seemed kind of nice.
like
Mhm.
like he's kind of nice. He tries not to take out his work frustration on his pupils.
Yeah.
When we are introduced with Prince Daida, who looks like his mother, who wants a fight because he appears to be a hot-headed young lad, and he wants it with Boshi, but Domus won't let him because he thinks he's gonna get his ass whooped all over the yard. So he reluctantly allows the prince to spar against him, and the prince is really good. He's really aggressive. Domus, however, is the kingdom's swordmaster and a grown-ass man, so he does win that fight.
He's like, time to beat up this child.
He stops at disarming him.
Nah, he doesn't beat him up. He just smacks
But
the stick away.
He is also made to blush by this kid's passion for the art, and he says, "Oh, I wish I could teach you instead of this lump."
You're so fast and strong,
His
and this child is slow and weak.
his marking out over Daida is so obvious that Boji does in fact notice, and picks a fight with Daida, which
Yep.
leads everybody in the castle to go, "Are you fucking serious?"
They're like, we gotta see this.
Yeah,
We gotta watch
people
this
crowd
child
around.
get owned.
we gotta see the second prince fight this chicken nugget. So they square up, and one of the onlooking does remember something, and he says, "You know, it might not be so cut and dry," because he remembers Boji getting attacked by a shitload of snakes in the yard,
Mhm.
Probably what's his face's army.
Yeah, I was wondering.
and deftly avoiding all of them, which
Yep.
quickly becomes quite relevant because he does the same thing to Daida.
Yep, he's a zippy boy.
He has
Mini
Can I
boy.
just say the animation of the snakes is really good.
he has our favorite boy has exactly one skill, and it's get out of the way.
Do a dodge.
And he's very good at it.
I mean, to be fair, he did bop Daida, so he did win that fight. Technically.
If it's the
On a
first
technicality.
Starring match.
okay, it's a winning play style.
It
Uh-huh.
works.
Kite your enemy long enough that they make a mistake.
Yep, there you
Mhm.
go.
Tire them out.
And Kage is watching, and he says, "Hey, that kid's not half bad."
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the end of the episode. All right, so let's open the floor to discussion here. This show looks great.
This animation was really
It
good.
was beautiful. This was like gorgeous. Like,
It has a-
like everything from the backgrounds to the character design. It's really charming.
Mhm.
It has
It's really cute.
It has really simple character designs, but they're really effective character designs.
Yes. I almost
Yeah.
thought that this kind of calls back to some old anime
It
tropes
does.
that we don't see anymore.
It
like,
does.
often.
Some of these characters look like they're from Lupin.
Yes.
But yeah. So like Boji. Boji is an orb.
He is an orb.
He's a little orb, and he has his mouth is a little V.
Yep. It makes he's friend shaped, essentially.
Like Daida is like like thinner and taller, and he has a really long nose, like Cyrano
He
Bergerac.
he looks like Steven Universe Pearl.
He looks like
Yeah.
Steven Universe World. There are some more standard-looking anime characters. There is the Snake Man has an incredible handlebar mustache.
He's got a good mustache.
He has a Lupin extra. King Bosse is literally
He's a One Piece
giant.
character. He, whenever he was fighting the like all the orcs, he actually reminded me of what's his face?
I know there's the giants.
No, it's a One Piece. It's a specific One Piece character. Odin. That's who I'm trying to think of.
Oh yeah,
He reminded me a little bit of Odin. One Piece.
All those character designs work great, and what's really great is like the background and like the overall filter, I guess they put over everything, because it makes it look like a storybook.
Yes, it does. Big
And everything's
storybook
got these-
energy.
Everything's got these
Makes
chunky.
me think of it makes me think of Dragon Slayer,
Yeah,
like that old game.
the arcade
Huh.
game with
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can
with the
see
knife.
that.
That's a Don Bluth.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say
Yeah,
I wouldn't say like the drawing style is similar, but I feel like
the
you have
character design.
a point there. Like the palette feels like it's similar,
Yes.
Mhm.
and they have these really nice chunky lines on all the characters, so they stand out like well from the background.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Everything, it's all great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also thought the pacing was really good in this, because like stuff was happening like at all points. I didn't feel like I was at any point in this like bored watching.
Nobody
Like,
ever sits. They never sit you down and be like, "All right, we're gonna talk about history now."
Yeah, like when they first like opened the show, I was like, here we go with the exposition segment. But it was only like 3 seconds long. They were just like, the kings are ranked by these standards, and that's it.
They don't even tell you whether or not the ranking is like diegetic or not.
Yes,
They don't-
exactly.
like maybe the kings aren't even aware that they're being ranked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very brief, and then we have a very small segment of the queen with little tiny baby Boji.
Who is the size of a mouse?
Literally, this like she is holding him in her giant hands like he is a mouse. It is he is so tiny. It's good.
He's just a little guy, and it's his birthday.
It's his birthday. Come on.
Yep.
Do we have any complaints about ranking of kings?
God, I can't think of any. I had such a great time. Like, oh man, it's like really early on in the year, but I'm just like, anime of the year contender already. Like,
Yeah. I'm like, I think the thing about me is that I'm generally not interested in like fantasy settings, but this one, I don't know what about it. It's like so simple. It's like so straight to the point. I like it.
It's pretty simple, but at the same time, some of these characters are freaks.
yes,
I know.
Like,
a lot
there
of this
was-
is like really. I've never seen a guy who can bend snakes before.
like
Snake Man, and then the guy who was just standing on a spear on the
that's what I
parapet
was gonna
watching
say.
the fight.
While they were doing the fight, the guy was just on his stick.
Just,
What are
just
you?
like on a roof too.
What are you doing, dude?
What are you doing?
Why
How'd
is
you get up there?
why is this necessary?
Oh man,
Yeah.
we haven't even been properly introduced to some of these freaks yet.
And we just saw that guy a little bit.
And Lord forbid we meet any of the other like kings, and also like we've already mentioned, there's a like demon Pokemon there.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I like the demon Pokemon.
Snake Man's name is apparently Bebin.
Bebin?
Bebin.
The names are great.
I do like the
Bebin
names as
Pokemon.
well.
I think I think Spearman's name might be Apez, but I'm not sure. So,
Mm.
but yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
else to say.
I know. like it's always fun to watch like an actually good show on here, but then we're just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, twiddles thumbs.
What do we do?
What do we do?
You should watch it.
Yeah, honestly, I want to watch all of this. Like, this isn't like whenever sometimes I say, "Oh yeah, I might watch more of this." This is one that I'm like actively like I need to watch more of this.
I gotta see it. I gotta see more Adventures of Frogboy and that thing from Full Metal Alchemist.
He is. He's just a little fucking. He's like, oh man.
So yeah. Well, I'm gonna watch more of this, and Jojo sounds like it's required. What do you think, Blackle?
Required watching.
I might if I have time. At some point.
That's a shining review from Blackle.
Yeah.
That's a good Blackle review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, if you'd like to tell us our podcast host rankings, you can fucking stuff it at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That's one the word, not the number. If you want to rank us number 1, wink wink, you can do that. Tweet us. Twitter. We have that. We're at OneEpisodeCast on Twitter as well.
You know what? I don't care about my ranking as a podcast host, other than it has to be above Joe Rogan.
Yeah. True.
I'll slice a bitch.
Yeah.
Motherfucker doesn't even watch anime. Oh man, yeah, I've been sitting on this one for a while, and it's just like, no, I want to watch it now because I keep I keep watching Secret Sleepover Society and Jacob and Julie. I keep talking about Ranking of Kings, and I'm just like, I want to see it too.
I gotta see that one. Yeah, no, I haven't even heard of this, and it looks like it came out October of last year. Because I was curious, so I did check to see when it started coming out. It seems like it's an ongoing show, so.
And we might have to watch something else that they've been talking about recently. But you guys aren't going to be so warm about that one.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
because that one is.
It's trash.
That one is trashy on purpose.
Garbage trash, huh? I'm here. Well, we'll have more to talk about. Yeah, everyone go watch this show right now. It's very good. Please.
Yeah.
Do it. You
I
must.
have to go train with my snakes.
You gotta train with your snakes. Anyway, we'll busy ourselves by looking for a podcast host to fill in after Blackhole's absorbs that much rattlesnake venom.